Child stars seem to go on to lead miserable lives more often than not, and this was certainly the case with Diff'rent Strokes star Dana Plato. Dana died of a purposeful drug overdose at the young age of 34 after a life filled with despair. Join Facts Verse as we take a look at the tragically short life of Dana Plato, former child star. Dana Plato was born November 7, 1964. Her mother was Linda Strain, an unwed teenager who already had another child of 18 months to contend with. Because of this, Dana ended up being adopted by a couple named Dean and Florine Plato. When Dana was only 3, her adoptive parents divorced. From that moment on, Dana's adoptive mother took care of her. Florine Plato raised Dana in the San Fernando Valley area of California and began taking her to casting calls when she was a baby. Before Dana was in her double digits, she had already appeared in well over 100 commercials. If Dana's career as an actress didn't work out, Florine had a backup plan. She was also having Dana trained as a figure skater, and the young girl was so good at the sport that many considered her to have Olympic potential. Although Dana Plato started out in commercials, she quickly started getting bigger roles, leading up to her breakout turn on Diff'rent Strokes. In 1975, she appeared in a made-for-TV movie called Beyond the Bermuda Triangle. That same year, Dana also had a minor appearance in an episode of the hit TV series The $6 Million Man. Her first appearance on the big screen came via 1977's The Exorcist II: The Heretic. Dana appeared in an uncredited role, though it still brought her to more attention than ever. Though critics and audiences alike poorly received the sequel, Dana's career was about to kick off. After appearing in The Exorcist II, she appeared in The Return to Boggy Creek that same year, but her biggest career success came when she was given a starring role on Diff'rent Strokes in 1978 alongside fellow child star Gary Coleman. Dana was cast on Diff'rent Strokes not thanks to her movie roles, but thanks to an appearance on The Gong Show. One of the producers on The Gong Show happened to be involved with Diff'rent Strokes, and he felt Dana would be the perfect child actress to portray Kimberly Drummond. The actress was then forced to decide whether she wanted to take this breakout role on a sitcom or compete for a chance to participate in the Olympics. She ended up choosing television fame, for better or for worse. This put an end to Dana's days as an aspiring Olympian. Diff'rent Strokes became one of the most successful sitcoms of its era and catapulted both Dana and Gary Coleman to superstardom. Arguably, the young stars couldn't handle the attention, as they both began escaping into substance abuse behind the scenes early on into their time on the show. At age 14, Dana overdosed on prescription drugs for the first but not final time. In addition to painkillers, Dana Plato and Gary Coleman were also known to partake in the consumption of marijuana and cocaine. The stars still served their function on the show, despite drug abuse. Because of this, many turned a blind eye to their worsening behaviors until it was too late. Things came to a head in 1984 when Dana found herself pregnant. The father was a rock musician named Lanny Lambert, and the two married the same year. Despite the fact that Dana and Lanny were attempting to make things right and start a family together after the unexpected pregnancy, the producers still found no way they could write Dana's pregnancy onto the show. Simply put, the character of Kimberly getting pregnant wouldn't fit the wholesome image the show was trying to maintain. Hey, if you're enjoying this video so far, be sure to give it a like and subscribe to Facts First if you haven't already, and stick around for more about Dana Plato. After being let go from Diff'rent Strokes due to becoming pregnant, Dana had a hard time creating a new image for herself outside of Kimberly Drummond. Like many child stars, Dana found herself pigeonholed in a role she was no longer able to play due to her increasing age and differing life circumstances. After giving birth to her son Tyler, Dana was welcomed back onto Diff'rent Strokes during the show's final season. During that season, the character of Kimberly was given a plot involving bulimia. Though the subplot was certainly groundbreaking for the time, it was nowhere near as controversial as a pregnancy arc would have been. The final season of Diff'rent Strokes aired over the course of 1985 and 86. Other acting work Plato did around that period included an appearance on The Love Boat, and she found herself cast in a variety of specials and made-for-TV feature films. In 1992, Dana made history when she became the first live-action star to appear in a video game. The game was Night Trap, which received a good deal of controversy and was one of the reasons that the video game rating system was created. Although Night Trap wasn't released until 1992, it was filmed in '87. By the time it had been released, Dana Plato's life had changed a good deal. In 1988, Dana not only lost her adoptive mother, but was also left by her husband. Her husband successfully won custody of their son due to Dana's history of drug abuse, and Dana found herself in a worse state than ever. Dana found herself anxious to resuscitate her career in entertainment. She got breast augmentation and subsequently appeared in a photo shoot for Playboy. Though the 1989 issues certainly sold a good deal of copies from curious adults who'd grown up watching Dana on TV, the photo shoot failed to bring Dana the kind of success she was looking for. Around this same period, her accountant embezzled a good deal of her savings and fled the state, leaving her without much money. She took on some roles in exploitation films, including 1989's Bikini Beach Race. Eventually, Dana decided to abandon Hollywood for Las Vegas, but she didn't have much better luck becoming successful there. Dana found herself having to work menial retail and service positions to survive. Perhaps as a result of the former child star never being taught how to lead a normal life, she didn't feel she belonged in any of these positions. It proved incredibly hard for the adult Dana to adapt to life outside the entertainment industry. She hit a low point in 1991 when she robbed a video store with a pellet gun with only a little more than $100 cash. She ended up being caught by the police soon afterwards, though they went easy on her due to the fact that she hadn't been using a real gun. At some point, Dana had apparently developed a close enough relationship with entertainer Wayne Newton that he came to bail her out. She never went to jail and received a few years of probation. While many may have assumed Dana would have taken this incident as a sign from the universe that she needed to turn her life around, she instead decided to violate the terms of her probation by forging prescriptions to painkillers. After being caught, Dana was forced to stay in jail for a month and subsequently had to attend a drug rehabilitation program. The actress wasn't going to live to see the new millennium. The day before she was found dead, she appeared on The Howard Stern Show. On the episode, she claimed she'd been sober for 10 years. Her claims were met with skepticism from Howard himself as well as various callers. Given the rowdy nature of Howard's show, the ribbing arguably got out of hand. Though Dana did her best not to seem affected by the bullying, the events of the next day seemed to suggest it hurt her a great deal. She was found dead on May 8, 1999. At the time of her death, she was 34, but she'd been through enough torment for several lifetimes. She was found to have overdosed on prescription drugs, which may or may not have contradicted her claim on The Howard Stern Show that she'd been 10 years sober. Dana Plato was found dead by her fiancé, whom she lived in an RV with. Though the death was initially ruled an accidental overdose, it was later declared a suicide. 2 days before the 11th anniversary of Dana's suicide, her estranged son, Tyler Lambert, followed in her footsteps when he died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound in 2010. Before his death, Tyler had developed his own drug habits. Now it's time to hear from you. Did you know about the life of torment Dana Plato had led? Let us know in the comments section below. And before you go, make sure you give this video a like and subscribe to Facts First if you haven't already. Click the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content.